Hey guys, welcome back to Elvis Car Reviews. I hope that every single one of you is having a beautiful day. As many of you know, the Challenger no longer exists. It's been replaced by the Charger EV, fully electric. The Charger now comes in both 2 doors and 4 doors. Personally, I don't know why they killed off the name Challenger. They could have kept the 2-door Charger called Challenger and then just make it an EV. But again, the Challenger no longer exists. So this car is actually my 2022 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack Shaker. It has a 6-speed manual transmission. Let me give you a quick tour of the vehicle before we get to answer the question whether it's worth it in 2025. This is a 2022 model. I wouldn't consider this a base model just because it doesn't have leather seat. It's pretty well equipped. It has sunroof. It's a 6-speed manual. It has all the buttons you will find on the SRT version, really. I have the track app here, launch control, line lock. I mean, this car is very, very well equipped, and I have a Harman Kardon audio system, which when you hear this thing play, it's incredible. And obviously the car has the shaker package. Let me press the handbrake before this car roll over. It has the shaker package, as you can see here. And then it has these old school hood latches, which I really, really like. It adds to the beauty of this vehicle. This is a very nerve-wracking car to own just because of how often it is stolen. I mean, I'm alone here in the parking lot. I just saw a Jeep Liberty circling like twice, like it just raised my red flags. And so let's go and show you the beating heart of this Mopar. 6.4 liter V8 making 485 horsepower and 470 pound-feet of torque. You can get it with an 8-speed automatic or a 6-speed manual. I chose the 6-speed manual because it was cheaper than the 8-speed automatic. I won't give you the BS story that, oh, I want to be an enthusiast. No, the first motivation was because it was cheaper than an 8-speed automatic, and then obviously it's harder to steal because most people or most of those thieves don't know how to drive manual. And then plus, I wanted to enjoy a 6-speed manual car because this car has been killed off. You can't get an EV with a 6-speed manual anyway, so might as well go full in, get the last dying breed of the vehicle with the right transmission. Overall, I mean, this is like my 3rd drive of the vehicle. I bought it in the dead middle of winter, and then it went straight to storage. I haven't driven it since. I came out just today, and I mean, I've driven Challengers before, my buddy Tom's Hellcat also, so I'm pretty much familiar with this platform. I've always wanted to own one myself, and there we go. I have a 2022 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack. Now, don't blame me for those yellow guards. I know I need to remove them. I just have to find time to do it. I need to get a front PPF on the vehicle and take care of a few cosmetics. But yeah, this is a beautiful retro car. It has this iconic Dodge Mopar Challenger look, and I wouldn't trade this car for an EV, to be honest with you. And I'm not a big fan of the new Challenger EV anyway, and I don't think I would make the switch, to be honest. This is probably one of the cars I will keep stock out of my fleet of cars because I heard the 6.4 doesn't respond very well to mods. I don't know what you guys think, if you've heard the same thing or not, but I heard from a lot of people that the 6.4 doesn't really respond well to to tunes and supercharger, and you have to build the bottom end if you want it to handle power. So I have my handful with my Mustang that I'm planning on supercharging very, very soon, and my Camaro, which is supercharged, and I want to get a hang of it. So, but overall, this car is really, really nice. It's the biggest car I own. I mean, out of my other two sports cars, my Mustang and my Camaro. I'm gonna take it for a spin. So it will be unfair for me to compare this vehicle to like the new Charger EV, because I haven't driven one of those. But just by the way that car look, I don't see myself driving an EV anyway. And this vehicle, I'm pretty much gonna try to convince you that it's worth to buy it in 2025. So we're gonna try to drive this vehicle and then give you my overall impression of the vehicle. You're gonna learn it the same time I am, because like I said, ever since I bought it, I haven't really driven it. This will be like its second or third drive. The first drive was to go pick it up and take it to the storage. The second drive was one day, I mean, in the middle of winter, the weather was kind of decent, so I took the car out. And then this is the third drive. The weather is getting much nicer, so I'm taking it out to test it. So like I said, this car is very well equipped. You know, heated and cooled seat, it's incredible. Heated steering wheel. I mean, you have the performance page, I mean, the drive modes, you know, track, which turn the traction control completely off. You have sport, which just turn off the stability control. You have custom, you can pretty much play with how you want it. I mean, everybody that owns a Hellcat or one of these is pretty much familiar with this. And what I like about it is you have line lock. You can literally just lock up the front tires and do a burnout. It's not the fastest, to be honest with you. I mean, because I think a regular Challenger runs like 12.8 or 12.6, something like that to the quarter. This, because it's manual, is much harder to launch. So you're thinking about 13 seconds, or even 14, especially if you don't really know how to work this out. So it's not particularly a fast car when it comes to drag racing. Road racing, on another hand, it might be where this car can shine if you put it against cars of the same caliber. I will be racing a few stock Mustang GTs, stock Camaros, so I can give you guys an idea of how this car compares. I'm planning to make a lot of content with this vehicle while stock, and I'm not really planning on modifying this vehicle unless I just get bored with the power, because like I told you, I have a 2019 Mustang GT that I need to put a Rush supercharger on, so that will take a lot of my time. I have a Camaro SS with a Pro charger in it that I need to dial in and get it to work properly, so that will take my time as well. So this will probably just be my daily driver and something I will race against stock cars and probably take to the drag strip from time to time. So you're gonna be patient with me on this vehicle. Now, so let me try to use launch control. I'm in a parking lot. I know it's not very smart to do, but since when smart did motivate a purchase of anything. So drive mode, no, launch control directly. Vehicle will launch at 35 and RPM. So this thing will probably spin like crazy. I have all-season tires. To launch, press clutch and quickly apply throttle. To launch, press clutch and quickly apply throttle. No, that's not it. To launch, press clutch. Okay, I have to put it in gear first. To launch, press clutch and quickly apply throttle. Let me see. Launch control activated. Launch with, I mean, I think 3500 is too high. Let me try to lower it down to wait. Launch control activated. You gotta make sure you're aware of your surroundings when you drive one of these. Launch control Cancel launch control. Okay, so I want to just put it at 2000 RPM because we are in a parking lot, and I'm actually 25. So 25 in RPM. To launch, press clutch and quickly apply full throttle. This is okay, so I was the one that was doing it wrong. You gotta trust the vehicle, so it's pretty much telling you you have to apply full, so you press the clutch all the way down, you apply full throttle, and then when it tells you, you lift off, and you're gonna take off, which is not bad. I mean, this car is, but imagine doing all of this in the staging lane. You're pretty much gonna be late all the time, so it's not even worth trying to do. I want to try to launch it one more time and then just leave the parking lot. So activate launch control. To launch, steering must be straight. Okay, press the clutch, press the clutch and fully apply full throttle. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, press the clutch and quickly apply full throttle. That's how you launch the 2022 Dodge Challenger. So now let me give you my impression on driving the car. Like I said, it's the most comfortable of my other, out of all my three sports car, my Mustang GT and my Camaro SS. It feels a lot more confident, inspiring, just because of how big it is. I mean, you know, if you get into a crash, you have more chances to survive in this just by the sheer size of it than in the Mustang or the Camaro. And plus, you can actually see out of it, unless the Camaro. The Mustang is okay. The Mustang gives you a decent view out of the vehicle, but the Camaro is very worse. Okay, I get it. So the ride is very, very nice. It's comfortable. The view out of the car is amazing. I can literally see everything that's going on around me. Is it the ultimate racer vehicle? No. I believe this car is slower than the Mustang GT of the same generation. I will be testing it out actually. But I don't know, I just love this vehicle. You know, this car technically doesn't make sense if you are chasing after big numbers. You want to be very fast, you want to run a very fast quarter mile or 8 mile. It doesn't make sense. Like I said, 6-speed manual, very, very hard to launch. The car, I mean, is very difficult to modify without really modifying a lot of internals. Like, again, this is just me reading out of forums and hearing what's out there on the internet. I haven't tried modifying it, but most people that have done it, you know, some have been successful. I know there's a lot of fast Scat pack out there. I mean, this morning I watched a Mod to Fame video and I saw a very, very fast Scat pack on his channel. But you know, the percentage of the success of successfully modifying a 6.4 compared to the failure, I think there's more failure than success. So you have to put a lot of money and work into making a 6.4 reliable 2-handle boost. But as a stock vehicle, as a NA vehicle, it is incredible. 485 horsepower on something that weighs about 4,200 pounds is decent. It's not the best power to weight ratio out there, but it does its job. You know, it does its job. It is an okay vehicle. So I believe that it's something worth considering. So let me know in the comment section below what type of content you want to see with the Scat Pack Shaker, and then what type of cars you want me to race. These are the cars that I want to race, and if you watch this video and you leave close by in the Buffalo, Rochester area, let me know. I want to race a Kia Stinger. I want to race a stock 2020 or 2016 to 2024 Camaro SS. I want to race a stock 2013 to 2025 Mustang GT, just to get some baseline and how this car compare. I want to race a bone stock Toyota Supra, and I mean there's a few more. So if you have a car that makes between, let's say, 350 and 500 horsepower to the crank, not to the wheel, I want to race you. I want to race you, so just I can get a few baseline and then just compare how this car will do against others. I'm really happy with my purchase. This car is beautiful, looks really nice, drives good, very well equipped for its, I won't say for its age. I mean, it's a 2022, we're in 2025, it's only 3 years old. But for the platform, it's decent, Beside, the only annoying thing here is the backup camera. I just hate looking at it. It's very crazy. And also the fact that this car doesn't have rev matching. But again, I have my feet for that, so that's not a big deal. Yeah, it's a beautiful vehicle. I think it is worth having in 2025 just because of what you get for the money. It's very comfortable to drive. This is literally, I mean, if you live in an area where you have a warm climate, this car is worth having all year long. Granted that you live in an area where it doesn't snow, and then that you don't mind about gas cost. I mean, if you do mind about those two things, get a Challenger GT, the all-wheel drive one, the V6, or get a 5.7, which will consume less fuel than this. But if you don't mind about fuel consumption, or you live in an area with no winter or no snow, this car will be a perfect daily driver. You can definitely go grocery shopping with this. The trunk is big enough for you to put most of your stuff. I mean, it's comfortable enough. You can carry comfortably 4 adults. I mean, comfortably with an asterisk next to it. The front seats are definitely comfortable. The rear, you can put anybody that's less than 5'8", you can put 2 of them in the back, which is a good thing. I mean, the back seat on my Camaro are unusable. The back seat on my Mustang are unusable, but this one I can carry comfortably 4 people. I mean, it's incredible, to have a sports car that can carry comfortably 4 people and 485 horsepower under the hood, and something that looks this good and this retro. So this was the first video on a long series of videos on my Challenger. Stay tuned. Don't forget to let me know, to suggest what type of content to make with this vehicle. And yeah, the good thing is that I now have a Mustang, a Camaro, and a Challenger on my channel, which is the setup I always wanted. So I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward to bring you guys incredible content. There will be 0 to 60 quarter-mile testing, taking it to the drag strip, taking it to car meets, racing, highway pools in Mexico. I mean, you'll see all type of content with this vehicle. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you are stopping by for the first time, do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next upload.